All right, welcome everybody. The Iceman here, Jeffrey Rose on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel on this Tuesday, the night after Monday Night Raw. And Raw was one of those shows that, for the most part, leading into Night of Champions, I think it was, what they were doing was sort of like very, very predictable because last week Stephanie was saying that really Seth Rollins didn't have a chance at Night of Champions winning two matches, both title matches. And so last night they have Seth Rollins have two matches, and one of them was up against Ryback, which was a non-title match. And so going into this match, you sort of knew if you see a pattern with the WWE, which I do because they do the same things. It seems like a lot of times they don't change up on a lot of things. I saw a pattern here. So I knew Ryback was going to end up beating Rollins, which he did. Rollins getting very, very upset. He's been upset the whole night because of his statue thing and whatnot. Sting, eventually just throwing it in a dumpster and driving off and whatnot. And then Ryback, of course, defeating Seth Rollins didn't help Rollins any. And then, of course, Rollins had another match later on, which was involved with a six-man match. He and the New Day going up against John Cena and the Primetime Players in the main event. And, of course, having these six men in this match, made it a little bit easier for Rollins to end up having two matches. I mean, obviously, the Ryback match was one of the bigger matches, and then the six-man match, Rollins didn't have to do as much in this match because he had the New Day in there to, do most of the work. And of course, like I thought going into this match, Cena and Primetime Players were going to win. And this is my point being about a little bit predictable because Rollins having two matches at Night of Champions and the WWE and Stephanie last week saying that Rollins really didn't have a chance. So this week they make it look like we think Rollins doesn't have a chance. This is why going in the Night of Champions, Rollins I do not believe is going to lose both these titles. And in fact, he could walk out still holding both these titles because the WWE right now wants us to believe he doesn't have an opportunity to win both matches. And we're just going to have to wait and see what happens on Monday Night Raw next week. I think that's going to be the tell-all tale of everything. It's going to give us a really good idea of what's going to happen at Night of Champions. But, so in a way, I thought this show was a little bit predictable. I knew Rollins wasn't going to win either match. And this is what the WWE wants us to think. They want us going in the Night of Champions, figuring Seth Rollins has no chance. And then out of the blue, lo and behold, here is Seth Rollins. Now, both his matches at Night of Champions, right now I'm 50-50 on. I really can't see the WWE having Sting lose his second pay-per-view match while being in the WWE. But to be quite honest with you, he was the last holdout guy from WCW to come to the WWE. And, this is the WWE. Maybe this is their way of saying, this is what we do to you for not coming to us all these years ago. Just a thought, just an opinion, just something I'm throwing out there. But I think it would be disappointing if Sting didn't win. I think a lot of people were looking forward and hoping Sting wins. And, personally, I'm seeing a little bit with Seth Rollins right now, his confrontation with Sheamus and whatnot. And Sheamus telling Rollins, you may have three matches at Night of Champions. Very good possibility Sheamus could cash in at Night of Champions. So we'll just have to wait and see there. And then with the John Cena Rollins match for the United States belt at Night of Champions, again, that's another 50-50 deal. Like I said, I really can't make a decision yet until I see what happens on Raw next week. So, but again, the WWE with their pattern of doing things, making somebody look like they don't have a chance, and then they end up coming out and becoming victorious. I mean, we've seen this so many times before where John Cena going after a world title where, he's getting the best of somebody going into that pay-per-view. And usually when you get the best of somebody going into that pay-per-view, you end up losing in that pay-per-view. With Rollins and Sting, I don't think it's going to be an outright win. I think there's going to be some sort of outside kind of stuff, like always with Seth Rollins, because Sting is going to be around for the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, which this would indeed set him up for a rematch. And I think then the final decision there would obviously be that Rollins would win, because we probably won't see Sting for the rest of the year unless the WWE decides to pull another Lesnar from last year, give Sting the title, and have him hold on to it at least till the Royal Rumble. So we just got to wait and see. So anyway, those are my thoughts and my opinions on this situation on Monday Night Raw last night. And yeah, like I said, next week will tell us a little bit more. We'll just have to wait and see. So enjoy your Tuesday, everybody. This is the Iceman, and we'll see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.